Today we are looking at the BlendOS Linux distro. So let's quickly boot it in the live boot. About the desktop environment and what it is based on and every features, audio, graphics, everything I'm going to show you as soon as the desktop layout is loaded. So let's wait until the booting process is completed. So usually the booting process will take around like 1 minute or 2 minutes in the VMware. Right now I'm running it on the VMware, which is a virtualization with a 60 GB of virtual disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. And other important changes and new features, whatever it is, I'm going to show you as soon as the desktop is loaded. So let's wait, and I'm going to mention the booting time also as soon as it's booted. So here you can see the desktop is loaded. So we already have the welcome screen. So I'm going to do is first let me change the display settings. So let's go with the display settings. So my monitor is 1920 into 1080. So let me do that first. Here is our monitor resolution, which is 16:9 ratio. So there is no fractional scaling or anything like that. It's just the basic display settings. And about the system information, let's go with the system. And here is the about. And here you can see it says like a live because we are running it on the live boot. So that's the reason. If you installed it, it should be with your account information here. And about the system details, OS is called like a BlendOS. It's a rolling build and 64-bit. GNOME desktop environment, you get the 47. And windowing system, you get the Wayland. And the kernel version, which is the stable version right now. So there is already 6.12.1 is already released. I'm going to show you all those information as soon as we open the browser. So this is the basic information I'm going to first show you. So if you want to change the name, you can change it right here. So let me type in 9to5 Linux, and it's going to change it like that. And about the welcome screen, here is the welcome screen. And about the J8 GUI, here is all the information. We're going to ignore these things, and let's open the system monitor. And about the pre-installed applications, you get all these applications here. So here are all the information. So you don't see any system monitor or anything right here. So if you want to go with the system, you can go with the system here. So I'm going to do is I'm going to open the terminal and type in some commands to get the distro information. Here is the system settings like a system updates and Linux container. So if you want to add container name, you can add. Here is the Arch Linux. Here you can add it, and here is some additional information. So I'm just going to close it, and I'm going to open the terminal right now. So let's go with the console, and let's type in the commands. So I'm going to install the fast fetch because NeoFetch is old already. It's ended also. So about the console, you get the 47.1. So you get the latest desktop environment, which is GNOME 47. So now I'm going to type in fast fetch. So if you try to type in like a NeoFetch fast fetch, it's going to say command not found. Let me show you that. And about the information about the BlendOS, I'm going to show you as soon as we open the browser. So first, let's get all the information about the distro. So now I'm going to install the command sudo pacman sy fast fetch. So that's it. Just hit enter, and it's going to take like a few seconds and it will be installed. So here you should be seeing all the information. So you just need to type in like a y, which is yes, and it's going to install everything. So it's already installed. So let me first type in fast fetch, and here you should be seeing all the information. OS, it says like a BlendOS, host VMware because we are running it on the VMware. Kernel version is 6.11.9, which is the stable version. Uptime is almost 5 minutes. So the booting process, which I already said, it took just like a 1 minute 10 seconds. So it is a bit more for some users and it is a bit less for some users. Depends on the PC requirements you have. And about the information, packages 812 pacman, shell bash version is 5.2.37. Display, my present monitor resolution is 1920 into 1080 with a 60 Hz. Desktop environment, you get the GNOME 47.1, and window manager Mutter Wayland, and window manager theme Advaita. Here is the theme, icons, and fonts, cursor. You got all the additional information, way better than the NeoFetch. Here is the terminal, and my CPU, which I already mentioned in the beginning. So it's consuming like a 1.5 GB, around 1.5 GB, and available RAM is like a 7.7 GB. So I'm using 8 GB of RAM, so the available RAM is like a 7.7. It's consuming 1.5 GB, so it's still good. And also we are running into virtual machines libboot, so it will be a bit less when you install it. So before installing, you can get all the information from the official website. And here is like a disk, local IP, and every information. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the INXI. Let's first type the INXI. So it says command not found, so we're going to type in the command sudo pacman s y and INXI and hit enter. And again, same thing, it's going to take a few seconds. We need to type in like a y and hit enter, and it will be installed. So I'm going to type in INXI -sv8. So this will grab complete distro information like audio, graphics, desktop environment, every additional information which is important for a normal user. So here, let's first go with the system. So here is the system information. Host 9to5 Linux, because we changed the libboot username from live to 9to5 Linux. So it's going to say it like a 9to5 Linux. So whatever your channel, whatever account you created, it will be right here. The kernel version, which we already saw, and it's a 64-bit. Compiler GCC version, you get the 14.2.1, which is the latest version. And what else we have? The desktop environment, you get the latest version. GTK version, you get the 3.24.43. And GDM version is 47.0. Distro, it says like a BlendOS. And the machine, I'm going to show you the what it is based on. You already know what it is based on, but I'm going to show you in the official website with proofs. And about the machine, it says like a VMware. So this is like a unnecessary information for the video, so I'm just going to skip it. Memory, which I already mentioned. And about the permissions, CPU, which I already mentioned, the CPU also. Flags, vulnerabilities, which is clearly unnecessary for the video. So if anything is important, just pause the video and read everything. And about the graphics, here is the graphics. VMWGFX version is 2.20. And what else we have here? Display is a VLAN. XOR version is 1.21.1.14 with the XVLAN version 24.1.4. And the present monitor resolution, available monitor resolutions are right here. And now let's go with the audio information. Pipewire version is 1.2.6. And what else we have here? So if anything I missed here, you can just pause the video and read it everything. And here is like a network, Bluetooth, repos, unmounted sensors, which is clearly unnecessary. And process running right now 309. Uptime is almost 7 minutes. And what else? Init system D version is 256. Compiler GCC, which I already mentioned. Shell bash version already mentioned. INXI version is 3.3.36. So here we got all the information. So everything is like instantly opening, everything is instantly installed. So I don't see any lag, any crashes or anything. Everything is working properly without any issues. So let me type in final command cat /etc/issue. So here you should be seeing the BlendOS. So we got all the important information from the terminal. So I'm going to continue this thing after all those important things. So here are the extensions. So you already know how to go with all the extensions, and if you want to customize, you can customize all those things. So it's not a new thing, you already used in the GNOME desktop environment. So I don't want to go through one by one because it's going to make a video lengthy. Now I'm going to open the internet browser. And we're going to go to the official website, Linux kernel website, and also let's check the system requirements of this BlendOS. So you don't have the the system monitor pre-installed. So if you want to install anything, you can install it. And if you want to go with the consoles and type in like a INXI, just install the INXI and you should be getting all the information, proper RAM consumption and everything. Or else you can just install the fast fetch or neo fetch or screen fetch, whatever you want. So here we have the browser. Let's first check the version of the browser. About the Firefox, you get the 132.0.2, which is the latest version of the Firefox, and you already know what it is based on right here. So I'm going to close all the unnecessary tabs. So I'm going to open all the important tabs right now, like a website, kernel, and everything, and I'm going to continue from there. So here you can see I opened every important tab. So now let's go one by one. So the version of the browser and distribution ID is Arch Linux. The kernel version 6.11.9. So let's first go with the kernel. So just type in like a Linux kernel in your search engine. The first link will be obviously the official website, or else you can directly go to the www.kernel.org. About the kernel information, here is the kernel information. Stable version is 6.11.10, and also right now the latest version is 6.12.1, which I already mentioned in the beginning. And if you don't know what's the changes in the 6.12, I already made YouTube shorts in my channel. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. And also, if you want some additional information, I always post every information like releases of Linux distros, packages, whatever it's available. I'm going to post it in my community page in my YouTube channel. So go check it out and you should be getting all the information. So I put like a quiz or something like that. You can guess all those information. So you can get all the information in my YouTube community page. So if you don't know what is long term, what is stable, mainline, Linux Next, you just need to click on the releases. And here is the full description of whatever the kernel is called. And here you should be getting all the information. So here are all the LTS version with the end of life. And in order to get the kernel information, you can just type in this command. So that was some kernel information. So I'm just going to close it. And let's continue back with the other things. Memory size, I already mentioned like 3-4 times. Disk space available 191. So here is some browser information, so which is clearly unnecessary for the video. And here is like a Mesa and LLVM, which I already showed you in the console or the terminal. So here is some additional information. So the VLAN, GNOME, the desktop environment is GNOME, window protocol is VLAN. The driver version of a Mesa is right here, the monitor resolution. So these are all some additional information, but I already showed you every information in the console itself, so you don't need to worry about any information. And now let's go with the official website. Just type in like a BlendOS and it will be the first link, or else you can just go with the blendos.co. And if you don't know what is a BlendOS, if you're a new Linux user or a new person for the BlendOS, so here is some information like Arch Linux made declarative, immutable, and atomic with Android app support and Fedora, Debian, CentOS, Stream, and Ubuntu containers available, as well as system packages, desktop environments, kernels from Arch Linux and the OR. So here is all the information. So you can go through all those things because I don't want to make video lengthy, so that's the reason I didn't show you all this about the BlendOS. You can get, obviously, when you're downloading the ISO file, you should go to the official website and you should always read everything. So I showed you all the important things which updated to the latest version or whatever the latest applications are available in the BlendOS. I showed you in the console and also the applications. I'm going to show you all the applications also. So there are no bunch of applications like content creating applications or anything like that, just some basic applications. So that's the reason I'm going to show you some basic applications, and all the important things will be right in the official website itself. So you can go through everything right here. And if you want to install the BlendOS, you can click over here. And about the system requirements, so here they already provided every information about the system requirements from the official website itself. So the requirements you need to have is a 64-bit CPU from no earlier than like a 2009. So I don't think like people who is having like a 1 GB of RAM, I don't think it's going to run properly in it. But you need to have like a system requirements of a 64-bit CPU, which is below 2009. So from no earlier than 2009, sorry. A minimum of 4 GB of RAM and 25 GB of storage, a spare USB drive with a minimum size of 4 GBs, a network connection for the installer. So they highlighted all the main things with a darker red color font. So you should be getting all the information here. So they said like a time, optional, basic YAML knowledge. And in order to download the BlendOS, you can download from here. And in order to install from the USB, here you should go with the whatever the option you have. if you want to go with Azure, you can go with the Azure, Rufus, Wintoy, DD. So they clearly gave every important things here, so you don't need to stress about anything. You can get all the information. And also the booting process or the boot option, it will just take like a 3 seconds to check the option here. So I was pressing on the arrows key, so that's the reason the booting process was stopping on the screen. So it doesn't wait for like a few seconds, it just take like a 3 seconds, it's going to boot it in the live boot. So that was the option here. So I forgot to mention that, so I mentioned right here. And here you can do the installation, same installation, there is nothing complicated, so everything is same here. So you can just watch these options, and you can just read these options and install on your PC or main PC or work PC. So if you're thinking of that, then go get all the information from the official website. If you're satisfied with everything, then go with the installation, or you can go with a lot of other desktop environments, other Linux distros. You just need to search for the BlendOS alternative and you should be getting all the information. So if you don't know how to do that, you just need to use the Google search engine or whatever the search engine, or else use the like Chat GPT or Google Gemini tools to get all the important information properly. So these are all the information. You can just read it from here. Here is like a download, home, installation. I already showed you the installation, reference is right here, and here is the guides, here is the blog. So here is some information. Go through everything if you want to install, and don't just quickly install anything, just get all the information properly, and if you're satisfied, then go with the installation. So it's also a well-known distribution, it's not like a unknown distribution. So get all the information properly. If you're satisfied, then go with the installation. And about the downloads, just click on the downloads. You can download with the torrents or you can download from the browser. So I choose this mirror, so it was downloaded like almost like in a minute or lesser than a minute. The ISO file size was like a 2.3 GB. So I'm going to choose this mirror. So here is the 2.3 GB size. So you don't get any date or anything like that. It's just going to show you like a BlendOS. Other than that, you don't see anything like a what was the release date or anything like that. So that was some information right here. And in torrents, you can easily find out when it was added, I guess, or else you should be getting all the information right here. So I'm going to provide all the important information in the description if I forgot anything right here. And if you have some doubts, then let me know in the comment section. There are a lot of good people who love to help in my channel, because my channel is filled with a lot of good people, because I don't have any negative people in my channel. That's a good good community from my channel. So they will properly help you. Don't need to worry about anything. There are a lot of good people in the world. So this was some installation and the downloading process. So I already showed you everything. So let's go with the welcome to the BlendOS. Click on start. So this is just the installation thing. So you already saw all the information right in the official website itself. So there is literally nothing here. And these are all the applications you get. Other than that, you don't get any things or anything like that. You can click on the install and it's going to install. There is nothing complicated in the installation. You can easily follow the official website installation page and you should be good with all those things. So they clearly gave every information. You don't need to worry about anything. So that's a good work from the developers. So most of the Linux distros doesn't show you how to install, but these are some well-known distributions which provide all the installation guide and everything, because a new user can easily install without any issues. So it's a good work from them. If you want to download, you can download from them. So if you want to install anything, you can install. You can just search for the web apps, for example, like Instagram. Let's click on search. Let's see whether we get any applications like web apps or anything like that. Suggesting apps, search. Let's try the YouTube. Let's search it. So I'm not getting any of the apps right here. So it's better to get all those information. And about the settings, you already know the GNOME 47 desktop settings, so I don't think there is nothing left here to show. And about the wallpapers, let's check some displays. Even GNOME desktop environment, everything is working properly without any issues or anything like that. I'm running it on the virtual machine, everything is working fine. I didn't see any lag till now, I didn't see any crashes or anything. So let's type in like in the console, for example INXI, to get the RAM information. Let's type in fast fetch. Let's see the RAM. So it's consuming around like a 3 GB, 2.6 GB. So it's still good in my opinion, because it's a GNOME desktop environment. It will consume like that much of resources, and also the requirement said you need to have like a 4 GB RAM or more. So it's okay in my point of view. I don't see any issues right here. And also we have the latest kernel. So it's not clearly latest, it's just like a 3 points lesser. So the latest version, you already saw the 6.12.1. So you get the latest GNOME desktop environment, latest application, which is a Firefox. So you get the latest things here. So I'm well satisfied with this distro. I don't see any issues. So if you want to try, you can try it, or else you can go with the alternatives. There are a lot of alternatives for the BlendOS. So that was the video, and let me show you the logout screen, and I'm going to end the video. So I'll be posting videos daily, so if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. And also I started the YouTube shorts in my channel. So I already posted about the Linux kernel 6.12, and also go get some information in the community page itself. Check my channel thoroughly and you should be getting all the information, because I covered like a nearly 5,000 Linux distros. So there will be some multiple times the same distro, but I covered most of the unknown distribution. You never heard of those names. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. Other than that, the username is just the password. You just need to click on enter, or you can just click on the blend. It's going to log you in. So there is no password or anything like that. So that was the video. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you're satisfied with the video, give the video a thumbs up. It will help my channel also. Thanks for watching. Peace out.